Welcome YouTube viewers and Zoom meeters. We're gonna do another market analysis, this time for the week of 9th of May until 13th. So let me kick it off with the DXY first. What happened last week? NFP week, right? Consolidation. Rate back in the range. Rate back in the range. This is NFP week. So that's why I don't trade at all almost at NFP week. Most of the time only on Tuesday. Because yeah, just look at this. You want to be in this kind of price action, right? Like when it goes up or down, not sideways. So now NFP is gone. Gonna need a little bit more information on what's gonna happen next, because we do have SMT with EURUSD. We're sort of respecting this 1 hour fair value gap right now. Excuse me. But we're also inside a 4 hour fair value gap. This one. I mean, this one for a bullish move. So we might as well go up, and this SMT is meaningless. So that's why I need more information. I want to see it break down more to be more bullish or bearish on DXY, and then bullish on foreign currencies like EURUSD, GBPUSD, right? So one thing that I noticed was we were bouncing from this OP as outlined earlier in one of the Zooms I did this week. Now these equal highs got taken out. Now we have SMT. So I really gotta wait for tomorrow. Like always, no trading on Monday for me, right? So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm favoring actually this SMT to get violated, just purely because of this. It looks like a AMD schematic, right? So accumulation, and then with NFP you had the manipulation and distribution. So we could go higher, and why? Because up here we have a monthly order block, and I think it's a weekly fair value gap. So there's still room to go up. And there's no indication yet there that we would move bullish, right? Market structure is still just going up. There's no break of structure or anything. So we need more information. And this is NFP week, so yeah, this consolidation and liquidity purchase all over the place. So let's go to EURUSD. Right, I put some text on it already because I was analyzing before, but I stopped because I had other stuff to do. So same thing with DXY, right? Accumulation, liquidity purge back in the range. And then this time we've created SMT. We rejected from this rejection block, which is a high probability rejection block, but I will explain it on another time why that is. Now we're in the same 1 hour fair value gap as DXY, right? Like we just outlined. Now let's look at the 4 hour. We're in this 4 hour bearish fair value gap, right? Same with DXY, but DXY has still has room to go deeper, right? So that's why we might see DXY trade down first at the beginning of the week, fill this imbalance, and then move up. And then it wouldn't make sense, right? Because we already filled in this fair value gap and we're respecting it with the bodies, but EU will still go up if DXY decides to fill in that gap. So that's why you need to use correlation. So that's what we gotta wait for. So yeah, why I think we might still go down is because there's still a daily order block below this price action. So if you look at the daily time frame, I don't feel like this is like a reversal or anything. I want to see like another rate before I'm comfortable with calling a reversal for higher pricing. So that's EU for me. Let's go to GU. Yeah, so mean threshold of a weekly order block. So this whole block is pretty big, 300 pip block. This mean threshold exactly over here. This could be a catalyst towards at least filling in this void. So this is a 180 pip range, and then we eventually we can trade back into this breaker on the 4 hour, and then completely fill in this void left behind by I think it was not NFP, it was interest rates, I think, for the GBP. Yeah, pretty sure it was interest rates. So also still accumulation, macro key, whoops. I just hit a micro key. Okay. So same here, accumulation, manipulation inside this area, which I called out in the previous market outlook. You can watch it back from last Sunday, into this fair value gap to sell off, which exactly happened. And now we're in this order block, so now we have to wait for more information. Looking at EURGBP, also outlined last week, you can watch it back. It's not something I just drew out and it moved like this. This is exactly what I drew last week. So bullish pricing was expected for EG. Let's go to the daily time frame. Same thing. Accumulation. Now we could possibly have manipulation upwards, but where are we gonna go? That's the question. We have these lovely highs over here, which, if you see, price just stopped before it, right? Price tends to stop before places where liquidity is to generate even more liquidity. So this could indicate sellers, right, are taking place right now because they see, oh, another wick at this 2 wicks that already rejected that price area, right? So I still believe if we're gonna trade down, we're just gonna, let me leave that one in. Let's go to the 4. Then I would expect something like this for EG inside this fair value gap. We have this call it a breaker, that's fine. But probably this is the most sensible price action to me for EG. And if EG goes up, that means GBPUSD is gonna struggle to go up because it's a pound weakness, right? So inter currency correlation. So we have to see what's up. There's a daily fair value gap up here and a 4-hour fair value gap left behind by the interest rate. So this is easy liquidity to be rebalanced. So I'm expecting it to trade up into here. Gotta wait on Monday again. Waiting for Monday's candle, see what's up. Because we might as well trade up on Monday, do sort of an entry drill, and then move down further, right? So that's my thoughts on GU. Let's go to, I haven't watched GBPJPY. It's consolidating right now. I call this bullish move from here, but eventually we didn't trade higher. I was expecting it to go into the daily BPR, which did not happen. So if we look at the daily time frame, yeah, we seem to be respecting this first fair value gap, which is also a balanced price range. Only, I mean, it was not as deep in a premium as I would like. So if we draw out the price range, it barely went into premium, but that's all it needs, right? It needs to be in a premium, and then you don't have to go all the way up here into the highest OTE levels. Just barely into premium, or even equilibrium is enough. So, and we had the balanced price range, so this should move down and finally take out these equal lows. These equal lows, man. Been watching those for a long time. For those who are in the channel from March already, I was calling these equal lows to be a target at some point. Well, now we're finally going towards there. Yeah, so the annotations, we're gonna do them later. Let me remove annotations. So like that, removed. All right, so now we have a red dot on screen. Hold on. All right, it's gone. All right. So same situation. We have a small fair value gap over here, but my overall bias is to take out these equal lows. So we'll have to wait how price action develops. Right now we're sitting on I think a daily order block, or what is it, a 1 hour? Yes, it's an old 1 hour block. but it seemed to be a little bit violated, so I'm expecting it to rebalance this price area at the start of the week, and then we should head down and then take out this equal lows over here. And if we take this one, this should be a protected high, so that's why actually from this move where I called a buy before it happened, like over here already, after spotting this HRLR, I should have known it would not trade higher, because it is a protected high. Just let us put it like that. It's a protected high. So right, so USDCAD, I have not marked it out yet. Yeah, so we have easy liquidity down here and easy liquidity up here. So what's gonna happen? Most likely, let me go to the 4-hour. So this, I outlined this OB until the mean threshold. So this is the most sensitive part of the order block. This order block is being supported by this fair value gap. So this should be, even though it looks like equal lows, we actually had a high resistance liquidity run. So I'm expecting this week to trade like, take out these equal lows and then rebalance probably around here, and then eventually take out these equal highs, which would make sense for DXY to go bullish, because at the start of the week, like I just stated earlier, right, we can go into this fair value gap on DXY and then take out the highs, and that would be the same move for USDCAD. So that would be in sync with each other. Right, so let's head over to gold. So we had a, if you were here with the live stream on NFP, I thought price would move into this gap. We just barely missed it. So now I'm seeing two different scenarios, and this has to do. Let's go over where the liquidity is right now. Okay, so we're creating a trend line, which is major liquidity. So I love to see it, especially when we are higher time frame bearish, which we are moving down. Where are we moving to? So let's go to, where could price head into? This OB was my call out for rejection. I think I had like that was the previous week, I think. So regardless of that, let's go to the weekly. So we have this fair value gap, right? Let's remove. You see this wick here and this wick here. So this is a fair value gap in this body. It has not been mitigated yet, so the price hasn't traded in. But what do we have over here? An order block, right? So this combination is a high probable area where price could draw to. So let's go to the, let's look at the monthly too. The monthly is fully rebalanced, but we have not touched the opening price of this order block. So I like to see price trade into opening prices of order blocks and then reject. That's more favorable in my opinion. So that's why I think we should still trade down into this fair value gap, which is also overlapping with this monthly OB, which is, I think, almost in the center. So mean threshold of the weekly fair value gap. Is the music too loud, Hoofd? Otherwise I'll turn it down a little bit. I don't know. Is this going to YouTube? Yes. Every Sunday we're doing this Zoom, right, for the market analysis, and it will be uploaded on YouTube. So if you have to leave early or something, you can always watch it back. So no stress to stay up late or anything. Do we have to know this for exam? I mean, yeah, you've got to do your homework, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you a bad grade. All right, let's go to the 4-hour. Displacement, order block creation. So that's why I'm favoring like two scenarios. And this has to do with silver. So let's go to the 1-hour. We actually tapped this, broke down, filled the imbalance, Now this is NFP, so this was not really favorable price action, but the draw was up here. We just barely missed it. I still think we should draw back into here. Now we can draw into here and drop, because let's look at the liquidity. Like I just stated earlier, we have this trend line, right? But what do we have? Here this clean low, so that's also a target. And then you have these equal lows down here inside the trend line. So you have a trend line and you have equal lows. So how much liquidity do you want to put here, over here, right? So this is definitely a place where it should draw to. And I hope price will draw higher before it will draw lower. So we can catch the big move downwards. Now, why do I think two scenarios? So let's have a look at silver. Okay, so silver. What did silver? Let's put them together. Let's do two screens. And then of course this one doesn't copy it. This every time. Remove, and then we have it copied. Okay. So let's switch them up. Okay, gold on the left side. Okay, never mind. Let's do silver on the left side because, or let me just remove and then, so that's fine. Okay, gold on the left side, and then we have silver right here. Okay, so this candle is this candle over here. So this move down is this move down. Now what did gold do? Gold traded up higher, filling in almost the full fair value gap of the 1 hour. What did silver do? Silver accumulates. So there's still, if you go to, oh, this is a 15-minute time frame. So you still have a lot of imbalance left up here, and a 4-hour open OB, which is the same as this one, and the fair value gap, which is the same as this one. But how long is it gonna take silver to get there? And when silver pushes up all the way up here, there's a chance we're gonna create SMT. So silver or gold might trade up above this high instead of this high, right? So silver hits this OB and gold might already be in this weekly fair value gap, which is untouched right now. This is a fresh weekly fair value gap up here. So you could have a potential SMT, which would also be high resistance liquidity run. And if we break down structure, then it's going to be a nice drop. And that's all based off all this liquidity that resides here. But it needs to trade down, trade up first, starting the week. I don't want to see it take out this liquidity already. So then if price is going to trade up, we're going to maybe see bullish price action. So that's really what I want to see. Hope that that makes sense. Let's look at oil. PY from last week's market analysis. You can watch it back again if you think I just draw it before I start this Zoom. This is the POI for buys. All these arrows are all from the Telegram or Zoom meeting. Did not catch any entries on oil, which is fine because there's more opportunities on every instrument. So let's look what oil is gonna do this week. Let me remove everything. Right, I see already a clean fair value gap with an OB. So that's good. Then we have this entry drill, but notice how we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays right now, right? So on the daily, order flow is bullish. I want to see oil trade down into this gap and then move up further, leaving this high intact at first. So this will be a target for later in the week. Let me put buy side liquidity on there. So I would expect something like this and then move up. So I hope I'm wrong because the gas prices in my country are rising again. I hate to see it, but what you gonna do about price action, right? Let me check the chat. But why do you think wouldn't go down now without going higher? Because we have filled the 4-hour fair value gap and got good bearish reaction on gold. Yeah, that's where manipulation comes into play. So you can have, let's look at GJ. Maybe that's a good example. Price is disrespecting bearish PD arrays over here, right? So this order block should have held, and this order block should have held, but we poked above it. So that's, then you would say, oh, we're respecting, right? Just like here, we're respecting this bullish PD array, but we're breaking down. So this is accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Same thing can happen with gold. So we could have small accumulation over here, distribution or manipulation rather, and then distribution down, right? And then you can have your high resistance liquidity runs and that kind of stuff. So that's why I think it. Please look at Euro NCD, Euro AUD, GBP AUD, and GBP NCD. That's a lot of pairs to do, Darlington. But I can look at Euro AUD because that's the practice chart. Hey bro, can you talk about BMS and where do you look for it? Because I see a lot of BMS in lower time frame. They are just inducement. Yep, that's true. That's true. You gotta identify higher time frame order flow and then work your way up. If you have watched me tape read gold this week, I have a highlight clip on it on YouTube, right? This is the way how you look for break of market structure. You have to go through all the time frames. If you're scalping, you can do 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour. You go through all the time frames. Where's the liquidity? And does the break of market structure on the 1 minute make sense, right? Are we not just breaking market structure to enter a 5 minute fair value gap to reject later, right? You want to see certain things being disrespected for a market structure shift. So I think that's probably a good tip to look at. All right, let's check Euro AUD, the practice chart, right, from the video. We almost got, so again, the video ended over here, right? We're gonna repeat this every day. It's a good practice thing. So I said we would take out this high. And so we took out this high, then I said we would hit its order block, go back into the fair value gap. It went into the fair value gap. Then this week I thought we would actually not go lower into here, but I didn't notice the fair value gap up here. So this line should have actually been like this, but I put it over here. So let's count that as a small mistake. I still think we should head into this area up here. So let's make another, let's go to the 4 hour if there's something. So this should be a protected low. So something like this should happen. All right, let's keep it like this. So I'm not gonna go in depth on analysis. This is daily time frame analysis for Euro AUD Darlington. So indices, yes, let's go over indices. Boy, oh boy, indices. Okay, this is Dow Jones, a June contract. So daily time frame. Let's compare them really quick with the other ones. The other ones took sell side liquidity. Dow Jones did not take sell side liquidity. The reason Dow Jones, yeah, Dow Jones. But the reason is, if you look at COT data, commercials are net long on Dow Jones. So that would make sense with the narrative that this is being held into the sell side liquidity is going to stay intact. Again, when I trade indices, I'm more of a 1 minute, 5 minute entry type of guy right now, because indices move like crazy. And yeah, I just like it more. But right now, this is shit price action, I'm not gonna lie. So We have buy side liquidity. It is low, can stay intact, but it looks too good to be true also. So there could be a rate, and then we're gonna move up. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. There's too much liquidity on both sides, so I cannot accurately tell where we're gonna go. But I would expect this imbalance to be rebalanced. Same with US 500, US 100, Nasdaq, and S&P, and US 30, same case. And there's still buy side liquidity up here. So you think indices will open gap down? Yeah, that could happen. Could you tell something about S&P? Yeah, it's just like I explained on DXY. DXY has S&P. A lot of times it could indicate a reversal. So S&P basically is a correlation between two pairs. So if DXY, the dollar index, makes a higher high, then EURUSD should make a lower low, right? That's the correlation. That's S&P if that happens. If that doesn't happen, I mean, so this is, if EURUSD makes a lower low, everything is in sync, and EURUSD did not make a lower low. So this is called S&P right now. Video is recorded, I think, so you'll be able to rewatch. Yep, you can rewatch it later. HRLR is basically a stop hunt. Yeah, you could call it like that. There's more to it, but basically. Can I explain BC and CB, how to use them? It's just a liquidity void or a fair value gap. It's just a fancy word for that. No problem, DK. You're welcome. Man, the Zoom flies by every time. It's only 40 minutes, or it's 40 minutes, and I have 5 minutes left before we close down. So, all right, let's go to Bitcoin real quick. I sent someone a chart. We would hit this area and then drop, but we failed to go in there. So it still dropped. So directional bias was correct, but I guess the range wasn't correct, but it was correct. The range was correct, but this equal highs are just being left intact for some reason. But yeah, if you have Bitcoin, don't expect too much, because it will go down all the way to 28K soon. So hope you're not holding Bitcoin from 66K or something. I still call 28K. Yeah. Actually, I called this reversal before it happened. I have a chart somewhere, actually. Let me show you that chart. I even posted in the Telegram. I think it was somewhere around December or something, or November. If I can find it. Real quick. No, I cannot find it. Oh, I have it. I found it. Right, so let me see if I can copy it on. Right. So this is from 21st October. I had the smart money reversal wrong, unfortunately, because it was over here. So let's go to the 4 hour and let's see, that was this price action, I think. Yes. So this wick down here is this wick. So I think it was this one. Yeah, I thought this one would be the smart money reversal, but poked above one more time and then we broke down. So this was done for a friend of mine who I had Bitcoin. But yeah, unlucky, I guess. Unlucky. Why did you expect Bitcoin to react in that red range? Because it was in premium and it would take out these equal highs, and there was a fair value gap order block combination. So this is a high probable area where it should the sell off from, but it never came. So that could happen too. OTE Nostradamus trader. Lol. I'm a buyer at 19K. That's pretty good. I hope you scaled off. I hope you scaled off at higher pricing, but you should still be good, I guess. If you hold control, then you can zoom in where your mouse is pointed at. Oh my lord. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Man, you guys keep giving me tips on TradingView. I love it. Also, kudos to the guy who told me about the GAN box, right? Beautiful. Lovely stuff, guys. Thank you. Right, so the Zoom ends in a few minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask them. I will end it here for the YouTube. So thank you for watching, YouTube guys. Yeah, let's make it a good trading week, and I'll speak to you in the next video.